Before I came here, I was very suicidal. I didn't think I was going to be able to make it. And then I came here and my negative thoughts just silenced.
On any given day in California, there's 12,000 youth on our streets. These are kids right here in our community. That's not acceptable.
The number one predictor of homelessness is housing insecurity as a child. 20% of kids who age out of the foster system are homeless the day they age out. 50% experience homelessness within a year. 70% experience homelessness or incarceration within 18 months. We know this pivotal stage in people's lives. And if we can provide opportunity at that moment, we change the trajectory of the rest of their life. When you move into Mesa, you spend the first couple of weeks getting to know the team, and you engage in a full assessment, 8 points of wellness: mental health, legal health, emotional health, physical health, relational health, right? And then you build the program around those goals. Our job is to help the young folks who live here live the life that they want. Eligibility requirements are really simple. 18 to 24 years old, living in Ventura County, currently experiencing homelessness. That's it.
Got into some issues with family back when I was probably around like 19 or so. Had to live in my car, and then it broke down. So I had to live on the street for a little while. I had to go to a homeless shelter eventually. I'd be a lot more stressed out because being in there with a lot of the people who, live there, they made things pretty difficult sometimes. I went from sharing a room with I think it was 30 different people to being able to have my own little space. So it definitely helps me mentally.
When you're living on the street, your nervous system is dialed up, right? Anxiety is high, stress is high, you're not sleeping well, you're not eating well. What we're trying to build here is a place of respite. A space to feel safe, a space to feel listened to, a space to feel cared for, a space to feel loved, forgiven. Ultimately it's about this very simple stuff.
Mesa means a lot to me because it's the first place in my life that has shown me what safety feels like. I was never physically felt safe, never mentally felt safe. Coming to Mesa, I had just never felt the sense of care before, so now there's stuff that I don't have to worry about and I can focus more on myself.
I don't think that we're doing anything radical here, but we are doing things radically different. Right now, our system is set up in a way that when you're young and relatively healthy, when you show up for help, you're not prioritized because there are people out there who are sicker. And so you're pushed aside until you're sicker. But by that point, you've experienced so much trauma. Now we're not talking about what kind of a life do you want to live. We're talking about how do we get you safely inside, right? So when someone says it feels different at Mesa, well, in part it feels different because you're being given an opportunity to live. You're being given an opportunity to dream.
So I recently graduated from college and I'm currently applying to nursing schools. I finished all my classes while I was living here. Before I came here, I didn't think I was capable of it, but They were like, you can do this, you're smart, something that I never had before. And just the positivity that I'm surrounded with at all times has helped me succeed in everything I do now.
We, right now, have somewhere between 300 and 400 young adults living on the street in Ventura County. That's a number that we can wrap our arms around. Like, we can end youth homelessness. I believe that. We're looking at properties all over Ventura County so that we can replicate this model. And I know that we're only going to get it done with all of our community partners that have stepped up. So we're asking people to get involved. We're born within this incredibly rich community of folks who care deeply and are willing to share of themselves. There's that expression that it takes a village to raise a child, right? These are the kids we're talking about. These are the kids that need a village, right? They need a community that's going to care about them and support them and say it's okay and pick them up when they fall and help them fail safely. Helping someone have hope can feel like such a simple thing, and it's everything.
Now I just go outside, and even in the night I look out and the stars, and they're so beautiful, and I'm so grateful. I feel like my thoughts have changed from negative to positive ones because I'm in like such a positive environment now.